Hello, you beautiful people. Let's make butternut squash puree. What we need for this recipe is one whole butternut squash. We've got some olive oil, some butter for finishing, some half and half, and some salt and pepper. Super simple, super easy, super delicious. Let's go. First thing we need to do is prep our butternut. So what we want to do is we want to separate the two different parts. Take off the bottom part, because the bottom part has got all the seeds. And it's a little bit more difficult to prep, whereas the top part is much easier. So we put it like this, and now it can sit on our board very nicely. We want to take our knife and just follow it all the way down. So we are following the same mark all the way down. Now, we want to cut it into even sliced pieces. Okay, our beautiful butternut is diced, and now we have the base. So again, we want to take off the bottom part of the base and repeat the same process as before. Just follow around the outside. Cut it in half and remove the pumpkin seeds, or the butternut seeds. You just take a spoon and you kind of scoop it out. There you go. So watch. You hold your butternut, you take a spoon, you just follow the outside of it, and then you just scrape out the rest of the seeds. Alrighty, our butternut squash is ready to be cooked. Beautiful, beautiful, nice. So we've put our pan onto the heat to preheat, to add a little bit of olive oil. Okay. Make sure it gets nice, evenly spread. We're going to add our butternut. Is add some salt. Salt is going to help draw the moisture out and add flavor from the beginning. When you season food at the end, you make the food salty and not seasoned. When you season at the beginning, it draws out the flavor and you get a much better result. Add a couple cracks of black pepper, and we are going to add a splash of water. The water is going to help steam the vegetables. Alrighty, my butternut is starting to whistle. That means that the temperature's up. I'm going to close it off, and I'm going to turn it all the way down, and that's going to create like a pressure cooker and cook my butternut nice and fast. So let's check butternut. All the liquid is gone, and we should be able to just push it. When there is no resistance, we have got to the point where we can add our whipping cream. We add our whipping cream just to cover it, and we bring that back to the boil. What we can do is cover it once more. All right, that is beautiful, exactly what we're looking for. The cream has reduced slightly, and the consistency of this, once blended, will be perfect. Ready to blend. Let's go. Guys, the next step is pretty simple. Is we're gonna take our butternut squash and add it to the blender. What are we looking for? We're looking for silky, shiny, textural beauty. Silky smooth. Alrighty, our beautiful butternut puree slash soup is ready. So we want to empty it into a container or mixing bowl so we can cool it down. In the restaurant, I would generally put this onto a bowl of ice, and that would help to cool it down, which would keep some of its freshness. You can see beautiful, silky, delicious butternut squash puree. If you want it to be more thick, you could reduce it and it will be thick, or add less cream. If you want it to be more soupy, you just add a little bit more milk, or a little bit more half and half, or a little bit more cream. Depends completely on you. I finished seasoning this up. I felt like it needed a little bit of salt. Delish. Now, if you want, I like to add a little, or a lot of butter. That's just going to give it a little bit more creaminess. Boom!